I'm here to tell you what made all the difference for me in building my business from scratch into a multiple six-figure business within the course of a couple of years. And now I'm about 7 years in, really 13 years since I started. And it was the successful women that mentored me and coached me that gave me the tips that have made all the difference in my life. And I'm so grateful for that. I want to share those with you today because they will help you not only in business, but also in life. And I just compiled the best advice I ever had. And I was thinking, how can I serve today? How can I share in my Tuesdays with Tara and really make a difference for you? So I thought in order to do that, I'll look at what made the biggest difference for me. So I am Tara Nolan from transformationtara.com, here on Tuesdays with Tara to share with you the top 8 lessons I learned from successful women and how they made such a difference for me so that you can apply them to your own life if that calls to you in rising to your higher potential self, maybe finding more success, maybe building your own soul calling business, or just having the most amazing life and getting everything you need. If you are tuning in, please send me a quick hello. Let me know that you're there. I would love to say hi and see who's watching. Share a quick emoji, give me a wave. And that means the world to me. So I know I'm not just speaking to cyberspace. I love seeing who joined after, or if there's anything that I share today that speaks to you, also please share that. Okay, so here is my tip number 1 from the most successful women that I worked with. That was, I know some people don't like the word life-changing, but I feel this is life-changing. For me, this is life-changing, a game changer. Say it how you want. And that was a really specific high level of planning and accountability. Like, I recently lost some weight, lost over like 25 pounds. Woohoo! And it feels really good. It's impacted me in so many ways in how I feel emotionally, mentally, and physically. But it was the same thing. I was realizing it's the same thing I've had to do in my business. It's the same thing I have to do in my finances. It's the same thing with my health, weight loss, gaining muscle, whatever it is for you. So it was getting it set in my schedule, literally marking it in my calendar every week and saying, this is the time that I do this, and then tracking it. So for my specific weight loss recently, I looked at what I was eating. I tracked what I was eating every day. I always thought I would never want to do this. Like, it's so controlled. It's no fun. It's like, you want to just indulge when you want to indulge, right? But I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. So the same thing can happen in your business. The same thing can happen in anything that you're doing in life. Any result that you really want to achieve, are you doing the things that it's going to take to get you there? Are you tracking everything you're doing? And are you willing to do something a different way? Like, you have to do something different or you won't get a different result. And for me, it was always really getting someone to hold me accountable. So I paid a certain number every week when I was living in California this last winter. I paid this, this doctor to come in every week and literally just like weigh me. And it was 10 minutes and weigh me and talk about what I did, because it was worth it, because I knew I had to be accountable on that date. And I had to, I was going to want to see, want to share my results, want to share, was I good or bad? Was I able to achieve what I wanted to achieve? And that makes all the difference. And that's what we do in coaching and masterminds and the one-on-one coaching and the VIP programs we do with people. We really look at like where you want to go and what you're doing to get there. So are you taking the actions that are going to get you the results? And oftentimes it's uncomfortable for people. It was so uncomfortable for me. I was used to having really free days and kind of always like working, but working when I felt like it, and maybe going live on social media when I felt like it, and writing, in my book when I felt like it, like letting myself be guided by the inspiration in the moment. And I loved that way of being, and I was really connected to it. I didn't want to change. until I realized the difference is that I wasn't getting the results I wanted. So when I hired a coach for the first time, she really held me accountable, and I was mad at her sometimes. I was mad that she would not be more flexible with her schedule and understand, like, what's the big deal if you're free on Thursday? Can't we just do it instead of Tuesday? But it was me having a higher standard for how I was spending my time. So planning the actions that you're going to take, having them scheduled in. I mean, I schedule in my personal time, my writing time, my time meeting with my team, my time with clients, of course, and presenting at my masterminds and events and speaking. Like, of course, some of that's like, yeah, of course you have to have that scheduled. But like, let's say I want to do some filming like this for ads, or I know that's what's going to take to get some advertising done, or, it's all scheduled and it has a due date and I have to be accountable. Okay. So planning, accountability, tracking, like huge, huge, huge for anything you want to accomplish in life. And I am actually now grateful. I feel this has given me more freedom in my life to be planned, because I I know the results I'm going to get, which I'm so much happier with. And I can do the fun things when I have the fun planned and not feel like I still have more to get done, because I know what else I have to get done will get done because I have a plan. Okay. Number 2, make decisions from where you want to go. So go forward to the person that has already achieved the results that you're looking for and think, what would she or he do what would they do in this scenario once already achieved? So like, let's say the the person that the super physically fit woman, what would she do? She would, be making these choices with her eating. She would be making this plan in her fitness schedule. What would the 7-figure coach do? What would whatever it is that you're looking for, like, where do you want to be a year from now, or the 6-figure, entrepreneur, wherever it is, like, when you're thinking, what should I do in this or that or anything, like, you have to make decisions in your business, make decisions from your future self. Step ahead as if it's already happened, as if you've already achieved it, and make decisions from there. Game changer, game changer. And that also goes with number 3, which is invest as though you were already there. Now, it's got to be calculated, right? I'm not just saying, spend the money that you don't have. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that it takes a certain level of investing in yourself to get where you want to go if you want to learn something new or do something different. So for me, I knew I wanted to do public speaking eventually, because I felt it was my way to get my message out and share it with more people, and also attract clients by having that deeper connection with them. In order to do public speaking, I wanted to go to one of the best public speaking coaches in the country. And I did. And I paid a 5-figure amount for a very short amount of time, for a couple days. And I made that money up in the first time I did public speaking, which was like a lunch. So it was really, really always has paid off for me. Now, if you're going to do the thing, if you're going to invest in yourself and not do anything with it, well, then maybe you shouldn't do it, right? But if you are looking at, like, if you're looking at, should I or shouldn't I make this investment in self, you ask yourself this question: does it align with where you want to go? Will it support you in your ultimate future vision? And if the answer is yes, then you do whatever you can to figure out that investment. And I know that not everyone's going to agree with me, but this is what it's going to take to give you the tools, knowledge, skills, confidence, and guidance that you need to get to that dream place of success in your business. Invest in yourself to get where you need in your health. Invest in yourself to get where you need in your fitness goals, maybe in your relationship goals. So yeah, I'd love to see if anyone agrees or disagrees. Like, go ahead, leave a comment, leave me a happy or sad or mad face emoji, whatever you got. Show me the emojis. Um, show me your emojis. I'd love that. Then I know you're here. That is so helpful for me. If you don't, oh, I see there's a comment. If you don't have money to invest, what do? You find a way. There's always, always a way. And I didn't have the money at all when I was first investing in myself. I was already in debt for the first time in my whole life. I had never had a penny of credit card debt, and I finally had credit card debt, which I'm not proud of. I hate that I'm admitting this publicly, but what I love about it is that I found a way anyway to make it happen, and I've always gone all in. All in. I've taken risks, and I'm grateful that I did because I was really tuning into my heart and my purpose about sharing my message that you can create success on your own terms and you can live with ease and flow, not stress and struggle, and that there is a dream inside of you that is worthy and deserving of your time and attention. So at the end of your life, you don't have regrets. And so right now, people aren't living in depression and anxiety because they're living in alignment with their purpose and they make time for themselves and the people they love. They travel their dream destinations and live in their dream homes. That doesn't happen if you don't do anything different. It doesn't happen if you don't step outside of your comfort zone. It doesn't happen if you don't go all in. Walt Disney went to 302 banks to try to get money to support him in his business vision. 302. Like, that's how many times he was told no, and he wouldn't stop. That is commitment of keeping going and knowing that he was doing anything he could to get the funds to invest in his dream. And I would say it paid off. So I've got number one, planning and accountability. I mean, planning and accountability is something we could talk about for hours, for a weekend retreat together. Like, there is just so much to that. So I'm going over these quickly, but you get to look at how you want to incorporate them in your life. Like, are you really doing something that someone else is keeping you accountable? I'm writing a second book right now, and I'm so excited about it. And I just was on a book meeting before this, and I wasn't getting my stuff done, even though I planned it, I scheduled it in, I had to be accountable. Now I'm going to start meeting with some other people in my book writing community that we're going to be writing at the same time because I'm not going to let them down by not being there. So whatever you have to do to get the accountability, I have to have some kind of coach, another person that I'm accountable to, a doctor that I'm going to, it's like a weight loss doctor that I was going to. I mean, he was previously a doctor and went into weight loss, but whatever it is, like for a fitness person, someone that you have to show up for them. That's your accountability. Make decisions from where you want to go. Become the success that you see yourself in the future. Like, and anytime you're questioning, you make decisions from there. Number three, invest in yourself as if you're already there. There's always a way. If it aligns with your future vision, then yes. Obviously, you want to do this in a calculated way and make smart decisions. But if it's going to get you where you need to go and you've done your research and you have some trust in the investment that you're making, and there can be you can see the return. And most important, there's an intuitive guidance within you telling you yes, then it's a yes. It's a yes. You figure it out to make the investment. Okay, number four, hire people you like. Hire people. You can do more with more people helping you and guiding you. Your first hire as an entrepreneur is a VA. A VA will take so much off your plate that you might be pulling you down. And Lucy, my dog, is here with me. Lucy, come here. And sorry, when you delegate different tasks, you give more space to yourself to get in the creative mode in your genius zone and do the work that you're meant to be doing in the world. But hire people that you actually enjoy and you want to spend time with. So it's not like, oh, that was a rough call. It's like you can get excited, you can get passionate together. Okay, and then this goes into number five, and it kind of ties into the last one. So hiring people in your business that know how to do the things you don't do. Like, I can do tech, and I sort of a little bit enjoy it. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but it takes me like 7 times as long as it might take someone that's really skilled in it, because I'm always, I don't know, I just move really slow and I'm figuring things out. It's just like, it's frustrating then for me, even though I like the outcome. So it's really better for me to have someone else doing tech, you know? So do the things you're meant to be doing in this world. Do what you love and what you're good at. And that's where you'll be more passionate to keep showing up every day, to keep doing it, right? So here's the next one. Delegate at home and at work. So not only at work, but at home. Get really clear on what you do and what you don't do, because I know I'm a single mom, but if I spend all of my time organizing my daughter's toys, doing the laundry and cleaning the house and having it perfect, like my mother had her house perfect, um, and holding myself to that standard. Yes, I love that standard. I would never sit down at my desk in the short time that my daughter's at school or busy with other things. So I literally have to okay it with myself to hire those things out, because I can spend the time on my business creating more income. So don't wait till you make the money to hire someone to manage the household tasks. It's the opposite. You have to actually manage someone to take care of the household tasks so that you can make the money in your business. Do you get that? It's like a big deal. You have to hire someone to take things off of your plate, both at home and at work, so you can be in RGA, revenue generating activity. Do the things that you need to do. I'm an old salesperson, so RGA is big. Like when people come to work with me, it's one of the first things I guide them to is, how are we going to get you making money, right away when they're ready, when they figured out what they want to do. Sometimes people don't know what they want to do next when they start working with me, and sometimes they already have a business. So that's how it works in the magical manifestation mastermind. We get people clear on their purpose and how to monetize and create prosperity around it. My next masterclass on purpose, passion, prosperity is actually next week. Go to jointara.live, not .com, .live. Join Tara, Tara, like Tara, .live. So anytime you want to connect, you can go there to, let me see if I have a banner I can put up here. So here we go. So not on Instagram, but on the other platforms, you'll see jointara.live. Great to see you guys. Thanks for the emojis. Keep them coming. I know you're here or you're watching it after. It's really great to know, or a comment. Leave me a hello. It means the world. And then I get to connect with you, and we get to actually have a conversation through this. So I'd love to see again if you agree or disagree or have any thoughts surrounding this. I was talking about hiring the people and doing delegating both at home and at work. And now I want to say what I've learned from some of those successful people. Do what excites you. Be in the space of passion, because it's the only way you will really show up for yourself. You will really do all the things you need to do to get the results that you want. You have to stay in your space of passion. Don't go do something in your life that someone else is doing because it sounds like that could make money or that would work. That's a good idea. Like, what lights you up inside? What's like what you really want to be talking about? I want to be talking about what makes people happy and fulfilled and empowered. And having these tips to having more successful business will help empower you to create the life of your dreams, because I think we all deserve to have a beautiful life that's really happy. Here's another tip. I've got two left for you. At the end of your week, at the end of every week, look at all of your wins and what you've accomplished, because when you celebrate your wins, you will have more of them. And you look at the good things you've done, not just what you didn't get done, but then get clear on your goals for the following week and your next 3 steps. I recommend that you always are 3 steps out. So when it's whether you want to do a little work over the weekend or it's Sunday night and you're easing in, or Monday morning, what you're going to jump into. So you're not starting all over Monday morning with, oh, what am I doing this week? So always know your top goal for the week and your 3 steps in getting there, and write it down in your day planner, in your journal, whatever you need, so that and then schedule in when those steps are, which goes back to lesson number 1. Okay, last one. Here it is. Your morning starts your day, and your days make your week. How you choose to start every day will shift and shape what happens throughout the rest of the day. Meaning, whether you are productive, whether you are not, whether you are in a positive mindset, whether you're in the space of not wanting to get much done or feeling happy or sad, like it's really important how you start your day, your morning out. I have so many recommendations for that, but that's going to shape the rest of your day. And let's face it, your days make up your weeks make up your months make up your years make up your life. So it all starts with the morning as to how you start creating your life. So have the gratitude practices at night, get yourself centered, whether for you it might be a workout, it might be meditation, it might be journaling, having your tea or coffee, whatever it is in your thinking space, listening to your inspiring books. Maybe it's reading spiritual scriptures or spiritual readings, whatever it is that speaks to you in the morning. Like connect within with how you want to create that day. So with that, I will sign out and say, I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday evening. It was great being here with you on Tuesdays with Tara. So join me again. And again, let me know if you're here, if you have any questions, and please do come to the next masterclass on purpose, passion, and prosperity. It's in a Zoom room, so I can actually like talk to you, connect with you, see you. You can see me, ask questions, share a bit. So I would love to see you there. And otherwise, I will just say I'm going to tune out. And thanks for having me. Lots of love. Ciao.